Thanks, Vige. Before digging into customization and customize some component or layouts, we should be able to accessing the source code of LeptonX team. We can do it by two ways. First, we can install it via ABP CLI. We can use the get source comments of the ABP CLI to download source code. We just need to type ABP get source vola.abp.leptonx.pro. Also, we can use some other options like version or output folder. And for the second option, we can run the ABP suite, open the modules page, and scroll down a little bit to the LeptonX Pro section. And then we can simply click the download source code button of the LeptonX Pro team. And when we install the source code, we will have a folder structure like in this image. You can see some folders in here. You will have all projects that independent from UI technology. You will have Angular code, and in sort folder you will find Blazor and MVC code as well. And also you will have a demo folder that you can open it and run any demo project you want to see the LeptonX team in action. In addition to that folders, you will also notice we got an additional folder named sort SCSS folder. This folder contains 3 zip files, and that are our official UI options, Blazor, MVC, and Angular. You can unzip this file and open this folder and examine them, change them, or compile the CSS files into CSS and add it to your application or customize the existing styles. And at that point, Mahmut will talk about this and more. So we are on you, Mahmut.
Thank you. I hope, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah, no problem.
You can see my screen. This is the LeptonX source codes file. Today, I will first I will show to how to compile CSS files, SAS files to CSS files, and copy these files to Angular LeptonX application and use them. Engin said that we have a triple option, but I will show to Angular version, almost similar. When you saw this folder, there is a multiple folders, folder structure like that. I opened with VS Code. In this example, I will show to how to change, for example, change background color of side menu. And I came to here, common section, and sorry, layout, common section, and sidebar. I want to show change background color of side menu. This is just option I add important because I don't want to be conflict. So only need I start the yarn command that is install our npm installation, and we have a build.json file that is compile our files to SAS, CSS from SAS. Let's start. Yarn start, yarn run build, sorry. Here you can see. Now we have a build folder. This file is changed file. Actually, all is the changed file. You can use all of them, but I changed side menus files. So I copy these files to my project. Here, this is my example application. and move back. First, I have to start backend application. .NET run. This is working. And I came here and copy my files. What you want, you can put in any place. So our CSS files stored in Angular JSON file. We have a two file. One is layout bundle CS. I changed the path to my local file path, layout, source, asset, and here my file. We have another file too. I am changing source, asset, and CSS file. Okay, let's start the Angular application and see the changes. Evet. Now we can see our changing is applied. There is a background color. Today's I will show another customization optimization. We have a two layout option. One is side menu. You can see the side menu layout. You can use them. It's for a now default layout type. When you create a new application, you can use side menu. We have another option. That name is side menu, top menu. I will revert my changes. No need them. So, firstly, we have to change our bundle paths side menu to top menu. This is the another file, and I came to bundle file, app module file. I removed the side menu layout file because we are using the top menu layout application and for root. Let's start again. And here you can see we have top menu layout. It is optional. You can choose what you want, side menu or top menu. Also, we can create custom layouts with LeptonX components. We have a documentation with that. Is in this topic, but I will show to example how to do that. First, I will revert my changes. I stop my application. This is a little bit long, so I open the already created application. So first step, we create a component. This is a normal Angular component. I implemented my changes. These changes replication of side menu, but you can do what you want. You can see we are using the LeptonX components, so no need to implement everything from scratch. So I only need is we have to add two. This is optional, but I will add. I did it. LeptonX. Sorry. Okay. This is our import path, and we are defined these files in here, and ABP Angular version has a replaceable system. Replaceable system, you can change any components with this system. I set what you want. For example, I can change the application layout. Also, I can change account layout, but I am changing application. And this is my custom application. So let's start the application. Here, our application work with my custom layout. I can change anything. For example, I want to remove toolbar options, for example. I remove that and save them. And you can see there is no toolbar option. So on. I will revert it. Only one topic too, we can customize something like toolbar. We can override something with service file. Now, we have a settings service file. This file stored our settings data. For example, these items stored in this service. I created custom one. Actually, same with original one, but we can replace them. So it is my custom service file. I define the service as a provider. Give me a neyse. Okay. We have a application Angular injection token. That name is LeptonX settings service. I set them and I set my settings service. Use the my settings service. So this replace my toolbar service with custom service. Let's see them. Let's start the application. Here, it is almost same. I want to remove one item from here. Only need is, for example, I want to remove language option. It is just a workaround, no need to use any usual. And here, let's refresh. You can see the language item removed from toolbar service. Only I changed new service file and replace them original one via Angular dependency injection system. So my topics today's is finished. Let's continue with ends. Thank you for patience.
Thank you so much for the thorough explanation of how to customize LeptonX with Angular. Before we move on with LeptonX customization for Blazor, I would like to remind you that for every question you ask, you will get a chance to win a JetBrains dotUltimate subscription. Now we are with you to talk about LeptonX customization for Blazor. Enis.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes,
Let's talk about LeptonX customization on Blazor. Thank you, Mahmut, first. Mahmut already showed us how to customize SCSS files and build them. So he also showed us how to put customized CSS files into Angular application. So I will show you how to put that customized CSS files into Blazor application and customize some component in Blazor. Before we go, as I told you, let's investigate the topics I will show you overriding a component in Blazor UI. Then we will see how to change layouts. We have top menu and side menu by default. Also, you can create your own layouts like Mahmut created. And then I will show you how to use your customized styles, how to override existing styles, or how to add new styles into your application. But firstly, we'll go with overriding a component. So I pick a component to override in this demo. I picked branding component that includes logo of the application. So mostly asked component, this one. So overriding a component is not related to LeptonX team. It's a Blazor feature, so you already know maybe. You have to inherit the main component, the original component. So that key inherits from the original branding component of LeptonX. Then you have to replace that component in the dependent services. So those following attributes make that operation for you. So that's a simple template enough to override that component in LeptonX. But you may ask, how can I know the base component and inherit from it? You can visit the documentation of LeptonX Lite and LeptonX. Let me show you a couple of them. So you can see this is a component section here in the documentation, and each component is listed here. You can see also a boilerplate to how to override component. You can see these are component lists. Also, we have LeptonX component list. You can check this list also. You can see there's a lot of components to override. You can pick whatever you require, and you can override that component according to this document. Even in mobile components are separated from desktop components, you can see. So let's continue how to override branding component. I want to change my logo of my application, so I will customize the main header branding component of a side menu, as you can see in the namespace. So let's navigate back my application. Sorry. This is my brand Razor. It is a new file in my application. So this is my application. I already placed that component in my application, which is named my branding.razor. So you can see I add only my app name here to show in the UI, and I will run my application. So the folder is not important because you are using dependent services. You are using dependency injection. So it doesn't matter where you place it in your application. All of things you have to replace that service in the service collection. So it's running, I think. Yeah, this is my application, and you can see there is my app component here. Also, it is text instead of logo. You can choose whatever you want and use it. Even you can put an image for here, or you can style this component with CSS. But this is that much easy to replace a component, and you can pick whatever you want in LeptonX. So the second topic is changing layouts, because we have top menu and side menu, and you can change that menus easily in your application. I will go first Blazor server, because Blazor server is the easiest one. In the Blazor server, as you know, Blazor server is hosted in ASP.NET, regular ASP.NET application, and so you have to change MVC layout and Blazor layout at the same time, because some of layouts some of pages can be provided by MVC UI in the Blazor server. So you have to change both of them in your module class. So let's navigate back our module class, our Blazor application. This is my module class. In the templates, if you create a new project, you can see there's a configure team method in your application. So you can see there is already a configured option, which is LeptonX team options. We don't touch it for now, because we will change LeptonX MVC options first. You can see there is a couple of options here, side menu and top menu. They are predefined layouts. We will switch to the top menu. It is side menu by default. If you don't configure it, it will be side menu, as we see. And then I will configure exactly same option for Blazor UI. You can see the name is different. This is Blazor UI options, and this is also type instead of string path, because this is Blazor, and you can see Blazor layouts are type, component type. So this has also two options by default. If you create your own layout, you can pass that layout as type here. You can pass your own component type here instead of default one, and LeptonX team will use your component, but for now we won't use that. We'll use LeptonX Blazor layouts top menu. So that's enough to switch top menu in Blazor server. So I'm running my application again, because you cannot change theme at runtime. Sorry, not theme, the layout. You cannot change layout at runtime. It should be configured in development time. So you have to build your application according to your layout. So yes, it's already reloaded in my browser, and you can see this is top menu. I can use any page in here. I can use menu items like that. This is a top menu layout. But switching in Blazor WebAssembly is kind of different. In the Blazor WebAssembly, as you know, bundling system even works on development time. So you have to run ABP bundle command to build your bundle and update your static files into a single file. So to do that, you have to pass some parameter to ABP CLI, because your bundling system works on CLI, because you call ABP bundle command, and ABP CLI compiles all of your static files into single files. So you can pass parameter in your app settings .json file in ABP CLI section. It's already defined in your startup template in your application. So if you create a new project with LeptonX team, you will see that parameter in your app settings.json, and you can change it to top menu. Then you can execute ABP bundle. So let's do it in Blazor WebAssembly. So this is Blazor server. This is not our topic right now. This is our my Blazor WebAssembly application, and you can see there's app settings JSON under www root folder. You can see this is side menu configured by default. So I will change it to top menu, but this is not enough. So I have to change my theme option in my module class again, but this is only for Blazor for now. You can see LeptonX theme Blazor options. It should be configured by default, but even if it's not configured, you can configure it in app configure services method, or you can create another method like that, configure theme. So let's make it in here to make it more organized. Even you cannot see MVC options here, because it's not dependent on ASP.NET, because this is Blazor WebAssembly. So this is enough for WebAssembly application. But as I told you, you have to bundle your static files once again. So I will navigate my Blazor folder, sorry, and I will run ABP bundle command. When I do that, it says, yeah, bundle is successful. Now I can run my application. My backend application is already running. I ran it before this session, so I will run only my Blazor WebAssembly application. So you can see this is Blazor WebAssembly application, and it initialized with top menu layout after I made changes. So let's continue. The next topic is customizing styles. Styles means you can see this menu. Appearance is also called in styles in the code behind. So you can see it predefined. There are some predefined styles. So you can customize the existing one, or you can remove, and you can add new styles in your application. Let me show how to do it. If you place your styles in that path, this path for side menu, this path for top menu, if you place existing files in that path, you can override them. But you can add new styles in that path, and you can configure new styles from that path, and you can show that new styles in the UI, and they can be selectable. I will make that option for this demonstration. I will create a new theme which named Dimi. I just changed only 1 or 2 colors in that theme, and I will load that theme as a new style. So let's go back my Blazor server application. Also, it works for Blazor WebAssembly. It doesn't matter. I add, you can see here, I don't know if it is visible or not, but I can read for you. This is www root folder, and I have underscore content folder, and this is assembly name of LeptonX team. And I will add new theme to top menu, and then CSS folder. This is exactly same path in here. I add new theme which called dimi.css, and also it has bootstrap-dimi CSS. As Mahmut showed you, you can customize colors, variables, or whatever you want in CSS files, and you can build. After building, I get a couple of files like that, and I placed only 2 of file in my folder, and then I need to configure that style as a new style in my module class. So navigate back my module class and come back to configure theme method. So you can see LeptonX theme options is a common option. It isn't related to any UI type. So I can configure my styles here. So you can see there's a styles option here. Styles is also a list. You can also clear existing styles. If you clear, you won't see, if you clear, you won't see any style here. Also, this appearance section will be removed. But I don't do that in this demo. But you can clear existing ones, or you can remove only one of them. But I will add a new style here. So I already added. So this is my file name. This is my theme name, which is Dimi, and I created a localized string for that theme, and I defined an icon for that theme. This is enough to add new style to my menu. After doing that, I have to restart my application once more, and I will see changes in the UI. It says web server is listening. I think it's running. Let's check. This is Blazor server. I will refresh. Yeah, it's refreshed. You can see there's a Dimi style here. When I hit, you can see this is my new colors. I picked yellow and green here. You can see tabs are yellow and the primary buttons are green. Sorry, I can change appearance. I copy it from semi-dark to create Dimi. You can see the color changes. So this much easy to add a new style in your application. So this is all from me. We can continue, I think, customizing MVC. Thank you.
With Engincan. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Enes. I actually see someone asking about the MVC version, so let's not keep him waiting.
Yeah,
Engincan,
Mohammed.
we are with you.
Thanks, Vige. Today I will be covering these 4 topics. First, I will show you how to customize a component. Then I will show you how to change between application layouts, side menu to top menu, or vice versa. And I will show you how to customize the account layout. This is especially a frequently asked thing. And for the last thing, I will show you how to customize the theme styles. For demonstration, I will show you how to customize branding components, aka logo. You can see the market area. We can customize the branding component in 2 ways. We can first override the component directly. We just need to create a file with the same name under the same folder. You can see the path in here. And for the second option, we can use the branding component provider. Branding provider class is already came with startup templates, so you don't need to create them and inherit from default branding provider. Let's see it in action. Okay, as you can see, I've created default.cshtml file under the themes LeptonX components common and main header branding folder. I've intentionally named this at underscore default.cshtml because I want to show you the other options. And whenever I change its name to default.cshtml, it will directly overwrite the related main header branding component, and it will start showing my own customized component. For the second option, as I said earlier, we already provide this branding provider class. It already came with startup templates. You can override the logo URL and specify any URL you want. And for the third option, actually, we got a third option. You can use the global sales.css file, as can be seen here under the www root folder. We already specify URL for the logo link to the LPX logo CSS variable. So you can also change this URL to change the logo. In that point, maybe I can give you a tip. If you use both branding provider and global styles and change it via changing it with CSS variables, the branding provider one will be used and it will overwrite the CSS one. So you need to choose one of these ways. And for the second topic, I will show you how to change application layout. And I'll show this for the Blazor side, and I will show you for MVC side. We just need to configure the LeptonX team MVC options. We got two options for application layout type. We got side menu and top menu. Let me show you the side menu layout. This is the side menu layout, and I just want to change it to top menu. For that purpose, I just need to open my module class and configure the LeptonX team MVC options. I just need to specify it as LeptonX MVC layouts.top menu. And when I rerun the application, I should be able to see my application with the top menu layout. As you can see, it changed directly. We can still use the settings, language switch, and all other stuff. And we can also revert this change back. So we can stick to side menu. This is the default one. You don't even need to configure it. And the other thing was customizing the account layout. This is really frequently asked thing. And you probably want to customize your account layout. We can think the account layout in two ways. We got two files that completely consist of the account layout. We got the main part and the footer part. So if you want to completely override it, you need to add two files under the account folder. You will need to add default.cshtml and underscore footer.cshtml file. The footer component is already came with startup templates, so you can directly open it and make your changes. So let's see it in code. I just edit under teams layout account and default.cshtml. I've just added a header named customize account layout. And whenever I open the login or register pages that uses account layout, I should be able to see this header. And in addition to that, as I said earlier, we get a footer component that using the account layout. Actually, you can see it in here. It uses the partial view named underscore footer. So if I open my application and click the login button, I should be able to see the customized account layout. Just copy paste the original content of the account layout and just edit a header And I've also changed the footer section and customized text. And for the last thing that I want to show you about is how to customize theme styles. Before that, I want to show you what the theme style is, and it's already mentioned, but I need to repeat it again. As you can see, when we open the settings section, we got two sections for top menu layout. We got a language switch component that help us to change between languages. And we got an appearance section. This appearance section got 4 items for the different theme styles. This is what actually we call theme style. And we can really easily customize it without even need to customize this section completely. We just need to configure the LeptonX theme options. And let's see in code, we just need to say options.styles.add and give it a name. Then we just need to give the display name. And as you may notice, this is a localizable name. And also optionally, we can give it an icon. And after that, we just need to add some style files into our application that will correspond to that red style. So we just need to open the www.root, Themes, LeptonX, Global, Site-menu, and under the CSS folder, we just need to create 2 style folder. One is red CSS, and the other one is Bootstrap red CSS. As you can see, this corresponds to the style name here. And when we add these 2 files, we should be able to customize the related style. So in other means, when we click the read theme style, it will read the related style from this file. And I've just changed the background color of BTM primary CSS class to red. So let's see it. So when we open the application and change the appearance to red, you should be see some style changes. Okay, I opened the settings section, all axis to 1. And as you can see, we got a new theme style named red. And when I clicked it, as you can see, style is directly changed. And I just actually copy-paste the semi-dark theme and changed some visual parts to see the effect. And that's it. This is how it's easily to configure theme styles. And I just wanted to show you these 4 topics, but there are already too many others need to customize components. So in that point, you can check our documentations. We got documentation for LeptonX site theme and LeptonX theme. So you can check them. We in these documents, we mentioned how to customize other components such as toolbars, footers, breadcrumbs, settings, and language switch component, and more. So you can check them for more information. And that was all from me. Thanks for listening. We are on you, Bia. Thanks.
Thank you so much for talking about the MVC, and thank you all for your effort and for your thorough explanation in detail for LeptonX customization. Right now, we will move on to the question and answers. After that, I will announce the winners of the subscription, dotUltimate subscription.
Okay.
Alper, you can.
Yeah, thanks guys for the
Continue.
sessions. Let's go through the questions. I'm going from the first one. Ala Wapa is asking, execute delete. Can we catch the changes in entity event changes? I guess you cannot, because this is a direct delete and entity framework doesn't fetch the record. That's why it cannot catch the changes. So this data will be deleted immediately without getting, and you cannot observe the changes. Is there any article about deploying multi-layer ABP application to Azure? Let's get my screen to... Okay, we have two community articles about deploying ABP application to Azure environment. First one is from Bart Van Hooy. Actually, he made an Azure website dedicated for this article, and step by step, he is explaining how to deploy it. This is for, I think, Blazor. Did he write it here? No. And another article from Kirtik, deploying ABP Angular application. So I don't know which one you are using, but there are two articles on Community ABP IO. Just go to this text box and write Azure, and you will see the results. Let's stop this one. Hi, Alper. Thanks for the demo. I would like to ask a question. How can we bring it in the form of packaging as a container format so that I can plan for deploying app via CI/CD? Let's check if we have Docker files here. Okay, we have sample applications. You can go to docs ABP IO on the samples parent menu. There is all samples. eShopOnAbp is a showcase project. When you check out the source code in the etc folder, you can see Docker files here, Docker Compose YAML files. Also, Event Hub is another showcase application. You can see also in etc folder, Docker folder, you can see how to compose a Docker file here. And these are also a live event up. Let's check the online website.
Yeah, there's a link at the top.
Yeah, I saw it. And this is the website. It's also being used. It's also in a CI/CD pipeline. So the source code is there. You can check out. Roberto Fiocchi. The article converting create edit module to page is for MVC. Will there be a Blazor WebAssembly version? Why not? Enis may write it. Ahmet, is it possible to see ABP videos in NDC Talk? Yeah, actually, it's an open source project, and NDC is accepting talks on different frameworks. If there is anyone who is interested in speaking about ABP framework on NDC London or in any international conference, we are here to help you to make the content, or if you are organizing any event, we can also be a sponsor of your organization. So we are also contributing to the community like this. Rafael Gonzalez, can we get an updated version of the ABP framework book? Okay, I have noted down. Chris Wall, what factors would you consider to help make this decision? If you had to pick for a portal that will rely on multi-tenancy and significant amount of charting and graphs, which would you choose? Why? It depends on many parameters. Like if you have an Angular front-end team, and if you have like hard business logic on the front-end side, I would recommend Angular. But if you have a small team with full-stack developers, then you can go with MVC, because it will be very comfortable for you to write all the layers for a single developer. So it depends on your project, it depends on your team, and it depends on the customer, actually. Paul, early on there was a talk of a theme roller. Is a theme roller still being considered? I think he is asking about something like jQuery theme roller, like this one maybe. I like this one very much. In jQuery theme roller, you choose your options here, and it downloads, it generates a CSS file, JavaScript file combination, and when you put it on your project, the styling will be as this one. That's a very good feature. I'm noting it down, but now we don't have. Okay, I got it. Paul, that's powerful too. Yeah. And next, ala wapa. Can we use top menus in some pages and side menus in for default? Okay, he wants to use in some pages top menu and in some pages side menu. I think it's not possible right now. The implementation doesn't allow this one.
Can I comment on it?
Yeah,
for MVC UI, it's possible because you can pass layout parameter per page, and as I showed you, there's a constant which includes layout paths. You can pass, for example, top menu parameter as a layout for single page, and you can pass side menu parameter for another page. In MVC UI, it's possible. Also, Blazor also supports it. You can use layout attribute, and you can pass the type of the layout, but Blazor can have some bundling issues, especially in Blazor WebAssembly. But MVC UI, you can I can confidently say yes. But rest of UIs has to experiment.
For the Angular, I think it's not possible because I think it's being compiled on before runtime. I think I missed where I was. Vige, can you see the next one? Michael, have you please considered to add Tailwind config as tool to modify variables and other stuff in LeptonX? This is not available right now, but yes, we are considering it. Let's switch to the next one. Roberto Fiocchi, is it possible to override CSS classes without having to recompile? Yes, you can have your own CSS file. It's always available. You can use important keywords to override any class. Marius Markov. Hello from Germany. We are using Syncfusion Blazor components in combination with LeptonX, and the CSS sometimes interfere with some of the Bootstrap classes. Any idea how to get a better separation? Do you know, guys, how to, if there is a conflict with other libraries? I think you need to fine-tune, because this problem is not dedicated to ABP framework. Like if you are using any theme, this problem is there. You just need to tweak the CSS files. Are the customization options documented? Yes, they are documented. Let me show it. Okay, this is the LeptonX website. In the documentation, just write it here, LeptonX. And you can see like Angular customization, theming LeptonX. Here you can see how to customize, how to replace a component, brand components, like all the components are here. Also for Blazor and MVC, they have their own documentation. So check out docs.abp.io. Merdan Goç Muradov. Can LeptonX Pro version be purchased separately without ABP commercial and can be used with ABP framework? This is not available. LeptonX is bundled with Pro template. That's why for now it's not possible, Merdan. Manuel Kramp. Are there any plans to make some LeptonX theme styles templates for fast customizations? Anyone wants to answer to Manuel's question? Are there any plans to make some LeptonX theme styles templates for fast customizations?
Yeah, they can download the source code of LeptonX. I don't know. It's really easy to replace when you require. For now, we don't think like that. But if community wants really much, we can consider it.
Okay, next one. Support Blazor Unified in .NET 8. I think when .NET 8 releases, it will be supported automatically, isn't it, Enis?
Yeah,
we need
most
to-
probably. We didn't block anything, and we shouldn't block anything. We will see after .NET 6, .NET 8 upgrade, and most probably it will work. If it not, we will fix uncompatibility.
Okay, Shadi Al-Harsh. I tried to publish ABP project and I stuck. Here it's very hard to understand, but I think he has another post, Bige. Yeah. So it's hard, but I can show you what's happening in configure services. I will not show you the real problem because I don't know, but I can show you how to overcome. Go to ABP templates here, and this is web module. Go down, and you will see configure services. This is where you get this exception. So as you see, it gets some configuration, and most probably you have some invalid application configuration in your app settings JSON file. Like maybe you are missing some self URL or not a valid self URL. Maybe missing some files like styles in your
Maybe
release.
sometimes using different version of assemblies cause that issue. For example, if you use different LeptonX team assembly, which depends on different ABP framework version, that might cause exception also.
Okay, if you get any problem like this, you can try catch here and log it, so it will say. But here in this text, I cannot make a comment without seeing the exceptions trace. Let's switch to another one. Sune Duprez. What's the best way to customize styling in a monorepo pattern with multiple apps where some styling is the same, but some are custom per app? Any idea? We also use monorepo actually in our projects. This is overriding the same way that you override a CSS file. So you can have a general CSS file in each project of yours, and then you can overwrite it like that one. Rafael Gonzalez, how can I make my own CSS files dark or light, like ABP do? Who wants to answer this one?
We are
I don't
using
know.
Bootstraps
Yeah.
as a base library. Maybe you can check this library, or Tailwind also supports dark mode and light mode. I would use or search both tools.
Thank you.
ABP Suite auto-generated CRUD pages have the search filter in. As I remember, there is search filter in Razor pages, but I'm not sure. But most probably we have a search filter in Razor page with Blazor Web, because the search filter, I need to check it. Maybe Enis, you know.
Well, we can check it. Maybe it can be fixed.
In MVC, sometimes the LeptonX logo shows before being overlaid by custom logo. So Tasco is overriding the default logo, and I think there is a flicker that the default logo is being shown while it's being overwritten. There is a workaround. Actually, go to that.
Yeah, there are some different ways to override logo. If you override with custom CSS, the original CSS will be loaded, and then your custom CSS will be loaded into your page. Maybe you can replace entirely the style CSS, or you can just override the component like I did. You can.
Yeah, but
I don't know which way do you pick. Yeah.
I have very basic solution for this one. In www.root, images, logo, and LeptonX folder, we have 4 types of PNG files. These are default logos. Just delete them and add yours with the same names. And then there will be
the easiest way.
Yeah, this is the radical change. But this is the easiest way, and you will not see any flicker. Let's switch to other one. Is there a roadmap for LeptonX showing what enhancements will be coming next? Sorry, we don't have a roadmap for LeptonX, dedicated LeptonX. Ivan Kodarin, I like Blazor server demo and the UI components independence. Are you working together for the backend ABP components? Yes, for the fast answer, yes. Abdullaye Samir, will there be an option to generate not module detail page for ABP Suite? There is not an option. ABP Suite creates the module pages, not normal Razor page or Angular page. The default is module, and for this actually milestone, there is no plan. Is the framework can be customizable via Helm chart model for managing data management? I couldn't understand this question. Maybe we can skip this. Are the Blazor customization available also for LeptonX Lite, Enis?
Yeah, as I showed you the documentation, you can visit LeptonX Lite documentation. You can see the component list, and you can replace, you can customize, but styles aren't supported by LeptonX Lite team. LeptonX Lite team has only one single style.
Bige, this can be our last question, okay? Because we are running out of time. Stanislav Tristan, is the option for adding new microservice into existing microservice solution available in ABP commercial? I remember that it has been planned. Is the option for adding new microservice? There is a documentation about how to add a new microservice, a subservice to your microservice solution, but this is not automatically done. You need to manually make the reference adding. So that's all, I think, for the questions. We get other questions, but we are running out of time. Thanks for the guy. Thanks, guys. What's the cat's name? Yeah.
She's name is Arya. Arya, like Arya Stark on Game of Thrones.
Wow. Popular one.
Now for the exciting part, we have the winners in below. So if you can send an email to us saying, I am the dotUltimate winner in the subject line, Vijay Ravindran, Jarno Kampi, Sunet Dupres. Excuse my pronunciation, guys. Okay, well, we have overlapped our 1 hour. So thank you so much for being with us today. It's been great to catch up with you guys. Hopefully we won't have the same distance one more time. Well, with that said, see ya.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Bye.